Greetings fellow girls, guys and gamers, this is Small Archangel. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 15. It is day 6 and I had the first testing, as you can see, of my arrow slit last night, and Edgar came along just to test it out, which was nice of him. He broke the iron on it a couple of times, which just goes to show how strong their punches really and truly are. And I had to repair it up again, which basically means we need more iron. Now I've got 435 here, so actually I might just put that back in here. But I'm going to keep one there just because that way I know where it's going to put itself in my inventory, and it makes sure that no matter what else I pick up during the course of today, we'll always have space for a lot of iron, because that is our priority. Really what we need to do, we're expecting report tomorrow, of course. No, what am I doing? We can go down here. And we need to upgrade as much of this as we can to iron. So we've got a little bit of iron here. Let's get shot of him. I already looted him and put the loot away. I can't remember what I picked up off him now. But you can loot through arrow slots as well, which is fantastic, obviously. And other than that, I've just done a little bit of upgrading overnight. But the more of this front part here that we can get upgraded, the better, quite honestly. We've got a zombie roaming around here somewhere as well. But what we need, we need iron. So we haven't got a wasteland to scrap cars and iron bar, sort of bars or anything like that. So what we're probably going to have to do is smash a lot of rocks, and there are a lot of rocks all over this place. These little grey squares, I think, are all the boulders, so they're all over the place. It's not like we've got any lack of those whatsoever. Some wood would probably be helpful as well, but to be honest, we've got quite a lot of that. It's not really a problem. Here we go. Here's our first zombie of the day. And I'm going to actually plant some of these pine seedlings as well. Not in a sort of tree farm kind of way, because frankly we virtually live in a tree farm here. Okay, mouldy bread can be useful later on. I don't know about that. What am I actually wearing? Yeah, do you know what? That is an improvement on what we were wearing. That's not saying much, but it is an improvement. Okay, let's just break this guy down. Wow, the rain sure will start very fast around here. And then, yes, it might not be the most scintillating episode, gathering as much iron as we can, but, needs must. When that horde hits, it's going to hit pretty hard, and I have a feeling that they're not going to just obligingly queue up in front of my porthole, my arrow slit. Chances are, what they're going to do is they're all going to come up to the front of there and just beat the living daylights out of it, and we're going to have to rebuild the whole flaming thing. Whereas if we can upgrade it to iron at least, that will make it a little bit less soft and squishy. And I would like to do some exploring today as well. So, oh yeah, of course we need a new axe. New axe. That isn't what I meant. And we can scrap that one down as well. And just have a quick look around to make sure nothing's sneaking up on me. I'd like to get a farm started up, but we haven't really got the means to do that just yet. We haven't found a hoe, and we haven't got really the seeds to plant either, so that is kind of going to have to wait. What we might do is sort of stick our waypoint there, and we'll just have a look. I don't think there's going to be any prefabs or anything to raid. There's one there, which we've actually kind of looked at. In fact, let's just do that, and then that one will appear on the map, and we'll know what that is as well. It's probably a campsite, but hey, you can get nice things in campsites too. And we also need to get some food, because I've been living on yucca so far, and we're kind of running short of that now. Let's just have a look at my skills actually. We have 57 points available, so I've been quite remiss. Oh, this is the trouble, as I've said before. This is the trouble with not paying close enough attention to which game you're actually playing. If you've got 5 or 6 games running concurrently like I have, a couple of them on camera, a couple of them off, then you do very easily lose track of where you're actually at with each one of them, what you've learned, what you haven't learned, what you've leveled up, what you haven't leveled up, what you can and can't do. So if you get a bit confusing because they obviously inevitably go at different rates as well. There we go. We'll just take out all of these boulders. How are we doing for iron? We've got loads of stone, 177 raw iron. Okay. The drop rate on raw iron is not brilliant, and the scrapping rate isn't brilliant either, which is why I really want to find we really want to find a forge, because that's going to mean that we get a more generous rate of return on our scrappage. And you do obviously need, we can smelt things down with raw iron, but at the moment, yeah, as I say, beggars can't be choosers and all that, so we just have to get our iron where we can. And having not yet found our way into a town, we haven't had much looting success really, so we're not particularly, we've got our wrench, but that's not going to help us when there's no cars to scrap. And when you scrap cars with a wrench, by and large you get gas cans anyway, which is fine once you're fueling a mini bike, but before you're fueling a mini bike, really limited use. Okay, so we're going to take out this boulder and then we're going to call it good for the moment. We're going to make a new axe, obviously. Scrap the old one. We'll have about, I don't know if we'll have as much as 400 iron. We may have, once we've done this one. We can always come and get some more. There are plenty of boulders around in the forest biome. There we go. And we're going to go back and we're going to scrap that, which is going to take a while. Actually, it's going to take about 4 minutes. So in the meantime, we're going to head towards that, whatever place of interest it is that I sort of waymarked. I might take out a couple more boulders on the way. Oh, we're a bit pooped. We need to sort of plant these trees out as well. So we'll just bung some around here if we possibly can. No, that's too close to an existing tree. There we go. We don't mind it being thickly wooded around here. It's just we don't want it to be like that close to our base. We want to be able to, you know, have a line of sight. And there's just no point in having an area around your base where zombie cops, for example, kick the living daylight out of the load of trees. It's just a total waste of trees. Okay, not possible. Must be a tree there. Must be a little baby tree. Ah, now, is that the one we haven't actually seen, this overlook? We're kind of wending our way towards it. That might be it. Let me just see. Yeah, it is. I always call this one the overlook because it's the one that you see in Nabba's game. That's called the overlook. Let's just see if there's anything good in there. Arrowheads. Iron arrowheads might be good. Lead, well, we've got some of that. We may as well just take that as well. And then have a little bit of a zombie shoot. Yep, there's a few of them around, isn't there? Morning, Edgar. You again. That pincer movement. Pincering me again. Zombie pincer movement. It's alright, we can have Kate just in one shot. Steve takes a little bit more. I'm in a bush. Oh! That's a tree! Oh my gosh, I thought that was a zombie. I'm in another bush. See the zombies standing in bushes, but it can happen to you too. Got him, but not actually killed him. Ditto. Got him. Wait, got him. Alright, Jim. There we go. Down he goes. Feathers. Yes, we'll definitely have those. Thank you very much. Puffer coat, but that's really, really rubbish. I will just scrap that. And have you got anything? Oh, yes, you have. I think we'll just scrap that one, but then we'll take everything else as it is. And, yeah, we're probably pretty much full at this point. Oh, now that one's not got... I haven't looted it. Ah, nice. Don't mind if I do. Water always welcome. Ta-da! We'd leveled as well. Okay, so let's see if there's anything. I'm going to start upstairs actually, because this door is easier to break in because it's not got any metal on it. And then we'll see if there's anything worth looting in here. May as well scrap that. I don't think we really want the paper. The leather of these sofas might be pretty useful actually. As per usual, I can't remember if we've learned the leather recipe or not at this point. Oh, sham. Alright, we're probably going to have to lighten or load a tad around here. 3 jars. Yeah, we can stack them high, the jars nowadays. I do love that. And you need to as well. Once you get started with the chemistry bench, you really seriously need to stack up those jars, because you're going to need lots of murky water. Of course there's a zombie beating crap out of the place. Where did you come from, madam? Oh, damn it. Got her. The stun seems to last for about half an hour now. Right, scrap that. Take the rest. Oh, look. I can't scrap it. Why? Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're going to have to... we're going to have to get on with... Now, did I search the bottom of that? I did search the bottom of that, yes. We've got lots of things to scrap. So 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We can scrap that, and we can scrap those as well. There we are. Yeah, forget that enormous pile of... Oh, there's someone else out there now, is there? Of course there is. Well, let's just break this down. That way we can come and go in either direction. These buildings can make quite good bases as well, actually. But as I say, at this point... No, you don't, mister. Nice! You didn't need your head anyway, did you? At this point, we're not really planning on staying here forever. I'd like to be a bit nearer to a POI or even in one for looting purposes. Yeah, I think they're better, aren't they? Let me just see. Oh no, the last ones were better quality. These ones, I don't think we can even scrap them, can we? I don't think we've learned the recipe. Let's just scrap that. Let's just see. Have we learned the leather recipe? I don't think we have. Where is it? Leather tanning. There we go. Now we've learned the leather recipe. That means I can scrap those. Will you shut up, woman? Good grief, there's literally a horde of them coming my direction. I am seeing a lot of roaming hordes now, actually, which I kind of like them, actually. I like roaming hordes. I've always liked them. Bye-bye. And sham sandwiches. Okay, so at the moment we've basically got just a single chest in our base full of just random stuff. And that is because... Ooh, nice. I don't want the paper, actually. Not at this point. And that is because, yeah, we just don't really have the space to be collecting anything else. I don't really want... We've got space. We could collect some other stuff up, but I'm not quite decided yet if that's what we're going to do or not. Beer. We want beer. We like beer. Beer is good. Beer is good for the health. Beer has an anti-stun effect on it. Oh, we may as well scrap that lot. Okay. And we already came up here. Great. So that's that. Now we have got the iron to upgrade our base now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head back to base and upgrade our iron. I may as well just eat these because we've kind of run out. Let's just see, actually. We've got 2 points available. Yep, that's it. I usually spend all my first points on... I'm eating, Steve. Just wait. Can a girl finish her breakfast in peace? No, no, no. My arrows. I'm not going to punch him in the face, am I? That'd be suicide. I usually spend all my first learning, sort of leveling points on the survivor. So I'm, with a survivor perk and the camel perk and the whatever it's called, the one that the run forest run. And once I don't need to eat or drink so much and can actually run a few feet without falling over, I generally feel better about my chances of survival. There we go. Can't reach these from the inside, so we'll fill those in too. There we are. And these, which are behind the fireplace, which, as I say, I may just take out one of these evenings when I'm bored and don't have anything else to do. That will need concrete mix to upgrade, and a lot of our other blocks will actually need concrete mix to upgrade now as well. Okay, now, yeah, I can imagine we'll need those as well. Let's just do that. takes a heck of a lot of iron to do this, actually. So I'm not sure what our chances really are of... There's another zombie over there. What our chances really are of being able to defend ourselves come horde night. Because I can imagine a lot of them coming here just because they're stupid and their pathfinding is virtually zero. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'd do better to have a pathway through there so they can get to the arrow slow as well. I don't know. This is just an idea. We're still kind of playing with new and changed game mechanics here. So that's the punch zone upgraded at least. And then here, I guess, if we can, we should upgrade these blocks. There we are. And the arrow slits upgraded as much as it can be without concrete. Let's see. Should we try and upgrade this bit a little bit more as well? I don't actually know how much iron I've actually got. Not much now. And it annoys me that you can still very easily, and I've done it many times myself, very easily be in the middle of upgrading a block, and then if you move on to upgrading the next block, accidentally a bit too soon, it then just throws away all the iron you just used, or wood, or whatever resource. There we go, we've run out now, typically. Before we finish the job, of course. Yeah, it throws away everything that you just used, and just kind of, yeah, and you almost have to start again. In fact, you absolutely have to start again. Okay, so we should probably harvest a bit more iron now. I'm gonna put some stuff away first, and then I'm gonna smash some more boulders for some more iron. And I feel vaguely like I'm throwing iron away here, and like really it's not the most efficient use of it, but it's quite difficult to be efficient at this point. Eventually we'll have a much more efficient setup, but at the moment it's just a case of surviving the first horde as well as we can, really. Okay, that's enough of that. We've got 365 of them, so I'm going to bung those all to scrap and check out a couple of tree stumps. And also, I think we're heading towards the water here. Yes, we are. And I'd like to fill up some of the bottles that we have in our inventory. We have 20 of them, so not masses at the moment, but having more water would definitely be a good thing. And that means that we're going to be able to boil up some eggs for some sort of fairly quick and not smelly food, which at the same time it doesn't fill you up very much, but it does give us a nice welcome health boost, so it'll help us to gain a bit of the health that we've lost by being punched repeatedly in the face. Thank you, zombies. And we're going to just check out, because I don't think we've really been in this area very much. We have been over in this direction, apparently. Hello, Edgar. Oopsie, that was a rubbish shot. I think I'd have learned by now. Too close. Oh my good grief. What have you done to my shooting mojo? You've stolen it. Pay for that. Look at this guy. Just eating my arrows like he's a pincushion or something. There's a deer over there. I don't think I'm going to be able to hunt that down, am I? Look at that. They just move far too fast. But if I see a pig, hello piggy. Hello piggy, you're my friend. well, you're going to be my dinner, actually. My dinner and my armor, because I'm going to want some armor tomorrow night. I'm hoping that the zombies don't get in. Damn it, man. I'm hoping that the zombies don't get in, which means that they're not going to be able to punch me directly at all. But I wouldn't put it past them to be able to punch me through my arrow slit. And they might just find their way in. I don't know. But now we've learned the leather recipe. I don't know if we've actually learned any hide armor recipes is the only trouble, because we have not found a bookstore yet, and we haven't found that much in the way of prefabs that we can, you know, buildings or houses or anything that we can actually, where we could actually find any recipes to learn. So yeah, to this point, I don't think we've learned very much in the way. I know we've got animal hide boots, gloves, hoods. Do they require? Yeah, fair job against other damage types. So actually, that's probably going to be the best thing to do, isn't it? We haven't learned any of the recipes for any of the other armor, so we probably ought to make ourselves a bunch of animal hide stuff. Given that they're not behind recipes, and yeah, it's coming up to the time when we should think about returning to base, I guess. Oh great, I didn't manage to do that because I fell in. Can we, like, fill these jars? Yes, there we go. And then actually I could do with drinking some water, but I'll drink the right sort, so I don't have dysentery to add to my list of problems. And we'll have another one of those, I think. And actually that means I've now got 2 other empty jars, doesn't it? Yes, it would be sensible to fill those while we're here, really. And then, yeah, I think we're probably just going to have to spend the rest of the day upgrading the base a bit more. But I think the base is about as upgraded as it's realistically going to get between now and the horde showing up. So I think what we're probably going to do in the next episode, despite the fact that it's day 7, we are going to cautiously go out and kind of explore. We're not going to expect to get too far because we need to get back to base in time for the horde. I mean, technically we don't. We could kind of face the horde wherever, but that's not necessarily a great idea because, yeah, we're a bit too squishy for that right now. At some point I will definitely do that. I always try doing that, and in some of my other Alpha 15 games I have tried that, and it is still possible. Very much so, particularly when you haven't got the special zombies to deal with in the first couple of hordes. But on this occasion, not my intention to do that. My intention is to check out the base and, you know, make sure, test the base basically, and see if it's a good design at the moment. We're still sort of in that kind of experimental phase, really. There's a ton of cotton around here. It's not like I need to farm that, but I've got lots of scrap fabric anyway, so we're not sure to that either. Puff pan, yes, yes, yes. Of course, we're going to need to make lots of arrows ahead of tomorrow night, so no time like the present. Let's just do that right now. Was that the feathers I've run out of? Yes. I can't remember if I've got any more feathers back at base, but we'll think about collecting those up as well. Now, just before we get darkness catching up with us, which is any moment now actually, we will just finish this job. There we go. And then leg it before a random horde turn up on the hoof, which has happened before. There we go. What am I to do with a torch up here? It gets pretty dark at night. But then at night, I don't tend to be outside so much. It's not a great plan at this stage, although, yeah. Night running just happens by accident sometimes. Okay, now we've got some meat there. We've actually got quite a bit of raw meat. We have not got that many eggs. We have more coal, and I'm obviously getting coal just from rocks, I think. Just from sort of breaking rocks, I'm getting coal. So that's pretty good, actually. It means I don't have to find actual coal. Oh, we seem to have another zombie in the vicinity, sensing me. I don't smell, mate. You should be sensing. Oh, great. To flippin' riffic. Great timing. He's now breaking the wall. Alright, so I'm putting my durability settings up as well, simply because at the moment I'm not weak enough anymore to justify them being, and the zombies they just punch through a wall in no seconds flat, which is very, very frustrating. Okay, so we're making some arrows. We've got some various other things to put away as well. He's annoying. But if I open any chests or anything like that, he's probably going to find me. Let's see, how much do these need? Animal hide. Do we have animal hides? Chest armor. We'd need 10 hides of that. I'm not sure how many hides we actually have. Do we have any in here? We have 25 actually, so that's pretty good. Put this lot away. There we go. Got more than a full stack of those, which is great. And we've still got some iron left over as well, which means that we're going to be able to do a bit more upgrading in the morning, which is fantastic. We've got some leather, but we'll leave that. And I'm not going to get my meat out now, and there's no point anyway, because I haven't got a grill actually to cook that up. So, and we haven't got that many eggs. We've got some bacon and eggs in here, so actually we will just eat them straight out of the box. Then we don't, well, actually we do smell momentarily, but not for very long. And our health has now got up to 100, which is fantastic. I might put this bottled water on to turn into some more clean bottled water. And other than that, we could probably do with making a better shiv, couldn't we? I'll just drop that and craft a new shiv. There we go. That's better. And then, yeah, hide. Animal hide chest armor would be good. Animal hide leg armor. Poncho possibly, but at this point we're going to need more hides for that. And we don't have ever so many. What else are we wearing at the moment? We don't really have anything much, do we? So basically anything we can craft is going to help. Animal hide gloves. Animal hide boots are going to be better than what I've got on, I guess, but I'm not absolutely sure. Animal hide chest armor 1. Well, that's fairly rubbish, but at least I can wear it over the top of everything else. So that, yeah, is arguably a bit of a waste of hide, to be honest, because it's so rubbish, but there you go. 7 points available. Not a lot of use, 7 points, so we may as well put those into, I don't know, armor crafting, for example. Although, I don't know, that will go up, won't it? Like light armor, leatherworking, those tend to go up by themselves, so I tend not really to want to waste points on those so much. Blunt weapons 1. I might buy a few sort of points in that, but again, I'm reluctant because they go up by themselves, so actually I'm just going to leave that. And where? Now we can scrap that. And animal hide boots, we may as well. And we'll put the hides back in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the night, really. We're pretty much done. We'll wear those now. I might as well scrap those. Seems like a shame, I know, but at least I get the hide back from them then. And put that in there, and then we're saving up a bit of leather for when we. I might just craft that into leather actually. Let's turn that into leather too. There we go. I think 3 hides should probably turn into more than 3 little tiny scraps of leather, but that's just me. There we go. Okay, guys. So I'm going to put these on to boil, and then hope that that doesn't attract Mr. Zombie out there too much. In my not massively secure base, it has to be said, but we're working on it. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, the next episode will cover day 7, which could be interesting, especially since we're planning on going and doing a little bit of exploring first. Who knows what might happen. So I do hope you'll join me for that. In the meantime, if you want to leave a like or a comment for this video, then please go ahead. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep gaming, keep surviving, stay happy. Bye bye for now.